Okay, guys, we're here with senior offensive lineman Valentino Daltoso, who I know Coach McClure just said a bunch of good things about, and Coach Musgrave. So we'll let you guys ask questions. We'll go ahead and start with Rusty Simmons.
Val, I was just going to ask a general question about the offense. A week in, how are you feeling? How do you guys look?
Yeah, honestly, I feel really good about the offense. A lot of guys, I think you could tell, have put in a lot of work, in our off time on being on top of things. So we came in and really hit the ground running. There's a lot of different schemes just within the run game. So it really mixes it up. And I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on defenses, just making sure they maintain their integrity.
This is probably an obvious question to an offensive lineman, but Coach Musgrave has talked about being a downhill running team this year. How much do you like to hear that?
I really like it. It's always nice when, you can, as an offensive line, you can kind of put the offense on your back at times. And I really hope they lean on us strong this year because I think we're going to be ready for it.
Thanks, Val.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Owen Kaminsky. Owen, did you have questions? I think you had chatted that you did.
He's not in the room.
Okay, maybe I'm picking up a previous one. So anybody else? Jeff Ferrado looks like has a question.
Well, I didn't, but I do now.
Okay.
Val, can you just talk about, it sounds like you're working at both positions on the left side of the line primarily. Is that what's happening? And how's your competition with Will Craig going at tackle?
Yeah, Will Craig's awesome. Honestly, I think he's going to be really strong there at tackle. I've been focusing more on the interior, but for me, I always stay ready. So really, I've been honing in on that left guard spot, but always ready to play other spots. I know how to play both tackle spots because, as you know, it's a miracle if you make it through a season with just 5 offensive linemen. So, it's always ready.
How do you evaluate the state of the offensive line at this point?
I think really good. I think, the younger guys, Matt Cindric and McCade, have definitely shown a lot of improvement. And it's awesome having Will Craig back. He's a stud. And obviously having Mike, Jake, and myself, who have played a lot, kind of keeping everybody on the same page. I'm really excited for it.
Do you guys want to feel like you're one of the strengths of the team at this point?
Yeah.
Ready to show that, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim, you have a question for Val, I believe, right?
Yeah. Hey, Val, I just wanted to ask your early impressions of the freshman defensive lineman. The defensive line group is a little thin, so those guys are probably going to be pressed to play. What are your thoughts on the big guys, Stan and Ricky, and also Jaden and Ethan so far?
Yeah. So I saw Jaden and actually Stanley's been awesome. He's been running with the twos a little bit, but honestly, just watching a lot of those guys in summer conditioning and stuff, I think the first thing that you notice is just the size in that group. And I think Stanley's done a great job just watching him on film, coming in and really just coming in playing hard. But I'm really excited for that group. I'm excited for our D-line. I think, Brett Johnson move out there to the 4-eye too. I think is going to allow him to really excel, and Aaron Maldonado, holding down the nose. But I think our D-line is going to be really strong this year.
Thanks.
Okay, Rusty Simmons.
Val, I was going to ask you a big picture question as well about, I know you were involved in the We Are United campaign. What are your impressions of what impact that had and how that's going so far?
Yeah. Honestly, I think kind of stepping back and looking big picture, I think, it made a lot of difference. I think it was really cool having peers kind of across the conference coming together and asking of, our institutions in the conference of what we wanted to see. And I think you saw a response from the conference. We asked directly for daily testing and the Pac-12 delivered. And I think that's awesome. And I think it's created a much more comfortable environment for guys, who, they really want to play. And, I think that's really positive. And I think it showed a lot of people that, athlete's voice, I think, when guys come together, it can be pretty powerful.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you next is about this platform that you guys have and that you were able to get some change, especially with the rapid daily testing. What does that mean to you to know that you have that platform and can get something done?
I think it means a lot. I think, again, looking big picture and, college athletics, it's it's an interesting cycle, right? Because we're all out of here within 4 years. So I think, a lot of times, guys may feel like, that they don't have much say in something, or, I'm out of here, so it's not going to matter. But I think kind of being out there and, it took a lot from a lot of people, to do something like that. But I think it made a positive impact. And I think, people looking at that moving forward, I think it's important that athletes do have a voice in a lot of these things, right? Because, they're the ones going out there and playing. And, whether it be in a pandemic, that was a, great example. But, in other situations, I think it's important that the athlete's voice is heard. And I think, it happened in a positive way. And, Mr. Knowlton was great. He listened, had great conversations with Coach Wilcox and a lot of other people on staff. I thought that was all really positive.
Right on. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, is there anybody else who has a question? I don't see anything else in the chat. If you do, we'll give you 10 seconds here or so to let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we'll let Val get out of here. Okay, seeing nothing, we'll let Val go. Val, thanks a lot for your time. Glad your
Thank you,
power's
guys.
back on.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Okay.
Val.
Thanks, Val.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.